If only the SC sat, took less holidays and sat, we would have had more pending cases cleared. If SC just sat 10% more days, say by hearing cases every second Saturday, it would have delivered 14,000 or 28% additional judgments. Contrary to expectations, adding more judges did not significantly increase the number of judgments per day. All it needs is to sit more often, and I want to open this up, viewers. Has the time come? Has the time come, viewers, for these justices, the milords, to forego some of these holidays? They get about 170 on an average in a year, viewers, and you think about it. They say we need it so our minds can be refreshed, so we can think. But just think about it, viewers. Are they really any different from us? I mean, this luxury doesn't extend to anyone else. The ordinary Indian is legally entitled to a minimum of 15 paid annual leaves after 240 days of service. They get additional casual and sick leaves depending on the State Shops and Establishment Act. Surely the ordinary Indian is not above suffering, burnout. Is it, Doctor?
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelist, Jayant, and his dog. Always a pleasure to be on the same panel as him. I'm sure his Henry is somewhere around next to Jayant.
Well, who has the worst bark and bite? I don't know. Jay Anant is going to bite me today. The dog will bark. I'm happy. Jay Anant, don't sink your fangs into me. I'm only asking a question that a lot of Indians ask. Doctor, yeah.
I'm just happy that, if at all I'm hauled up for contempt, Jayant has agreed to fight for me pro bono. So,
always.
Yes. Look, Shamika has come up with a great report. I congratulate her. But the fact is, may I humbly disagree with her? The judges can have vacations, according to me. Judiciary cannot. And that is the problem. The judiciary shuts down. It should never shut down for a month and a half. I have no problem if a judge wants to go on a vacation, but his bench or his seat should immediately be replaced with another. And that is the problem. And I repeat, a judge can have a vacation, a judiciary can't. And it is because the judiciary indulges in all this, we have right now 53.5 million pending cases. Rahul, that is more than the population of South Korea or Kenya. And in the time we are taking to dispose of these cases, it is going to take 323 years for us to clear the backlog. We have 20 judges per million Indian population. America is 185. 29% of all judges' position of high courts are lying vacant. 19% of all magistrate positions are lying vacant. And these people, when they say, the Chief Justice recently said, we are going to give speedy and affordable justice. In the affordability and speedy rank, India ranks 107th, below Sri Lanka, below Nepal. It is a catastrophe. And I'm sure people like Jayant are irritated by it, but they are not doing anything about it. Sorry, I just thought I'll bring you in, Jayant.
Mr. Dehad Rai.
Good evening, Rahul. And of course, it's always a pleasure to be on the same panel as Dr. Ranganathan. See, he makes some very good points, excellent points. But there's one very crucial statistic, one very crucial figure that he's missed, and which is shocking, that out of the union budget, 0.1%, Rahul, is allocated to the judiciary, for the functioning of the judiciary. So that really is, as I said, it's difficult to disagree with him. As Indians, we demand, we expect speedy delivery of justice. But when you have, as he rightly put it, only 20 judges per million, when the Law Commission itself says that it should at least be 50 per million, which is what explains, the predicament that we find ourselves in. But that's only one part of the problem.
But sir, one second. The report says that it's not the number of judges, it's the sittings. Surely a judge who takes about 170 days off, I know that certain changes have been made recently, so it may not be at that extreme, but maybe still 100 odd days in a year, third of the year you take off. I mean, I think, look, if you just simply put, justice cannot take a vacation. I think that's what Dr. Ranganathan was saying when the nation is waiting for verdicts.
Yes, but if I may weigh in on that. So that, the first part was, in terms of budgetary allocation. Yeah. And I've always felt personally that India's greatest issues have arisen from, improper and poor resource allocation. And this is no different also, this situation that we find ourselves in. But coming to the second part of what you've said, the disgruntlement, it is only natural. Think about it. We're a country of 1.4 billion. You have only 34 judges in the Honorable Supreme Court. That's one part of the problem. The high courts, if you calculate all of the judges who are serving there, it's about 750. and the sanction strength is, maybe about 1100 odd is the sanction strength. Correct. Now this is, if you ask me, really the root of the problem. We need to pump in at least 5% of our union budget if we intend to become a rule of law economy in the future. And I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that the Honorable Prime Minister is alive to this, this issue. And it's not fair in my view. I say this very vehemently with great respect. It is not fair in my view to blame our judges alone. And please allow me to
No,
point
but when
out
have
why.
the judges, when have the judges decided that they're going to write a petition, for example, to the law minister to say, hey, increase the number of...
You've forgotten, Rahul. You've forgotten the speech delivered by a former Chief Justice. I think it was Justice Thakur,
you see, that's
who
the problem.
had tears in his eyes.
Yeah, it all ends at the tears. Where is he now?
And he wanted
where is he now?
Returning.
Where is he now? I mean, I'm just.
So let me please say one more thing, and of course, then I'll yield to Dr. Ranganathan. And he has, he's a nationalist. I mean, he's a die-hard nationalist. So whatever he says really comes from. He's a patriot and a nationalist, both of it. And I think both are not different. But listen. Our judges, and I can tell you this for a fact, are the most overworked judges perhaps in the world. And they are overworked because there is also, and you will agree with me, a massive influx of fresh cases every single day. We are a highly litigious lot.
Well,
we love to litigate.
That's right. There are a lot of people who are overworked in this world. I just want to bring it. I mean, the Prime Minister himself works tirelessly. He's overworked, some could argue. He's got 1.4 billion people.
But Rahul,
1.4 billion people.
This is a country.
One second.
May I just say one more thing? Just one point to add. This is unfortunately a country where individuals also file cases of custody over dogs. Think about it.
Okay.
This is the problem.
Doctor, well, throw them out. No one is stopping them from doing so, and there's been criticism of that too, the overindulgence. Yes, doctor, very quickly, I need to wrap up.
When we talk of overwork, is there anyone who is more overworked in this country than a Jawan or a doctor?
Yeah.
We have doctors or policemen, yes. So the judges are not as overworked as many other members of our society. Look, the problem is very simple. These exalted judges and milords, take suo moto action with a drop of a hat. Why do they not take suo moto action and implore the government to increase the budget?
This is what I'm saying. One judge shed a few tears, the tears dried up, everyone went back to business. A whole bunch came out and held a press conference, if you please, breaking all sorts of norms, sat in the front lawns, shed a lot of tears about a lot of problems. Promptly, one of them went and became a Rajya Sabha MP, and everything is forgotten. I mean,
the Chief Justice, the Chief Justice has faith in the government. Why doesn't he go and ask the government?
Well, that's right. That's what I'm saying. So, it's just like, viewers, you have obviously a deficit between teachers and students, but if the teacher doesn't show up, there can't be a lesson. The problem is, viewers, that justice cannot take a vacation when the nation is wanting verdicts. It's very simple. Make do. Sometimes, viewers, the Chief Justices do not even appoint judges.